Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team match. On their way to the ring first, at a combined weight of 385 pounds, Alonzo Alvarez and Zicky Dice.
Welcome back to the action, folks. We've seen some unorthodox tag teams before, but Todd Kenley, what do you think about this duo?
Well, strange fellows here. We'll see what they can do. Now, Zicky Dice, he has had some pretty impressive competition lately. He was in there with none other than the reigning defending world's heavyweight champion of the National Wrestling Alliance, Tim Storm. And you know what's coming up next, guys.
Our main event, I can't wait.
And their opponents, hailing from the last stop on the loop, at a combined weight of 435 3/4 pounds, Levi Shapiro, Buddy Rich, the Classic Connection.
Classic Connection now in action. Of course, earlier on in the episode, interjecting themselves in that matchup between Julius Coleman and Ray Rosas, causing the distraction, which cost Ray Rosas his chance at the PP3 Cup.
And Todd Kenley, you have to believe that order came directly from either PPA or Nico Marquez. Either way, they ruined Ray Rosas' chance at entering the PP3 Cup.
They sure did. That vendetta runs extremely deep. And here are two, the Classic Connection, that have remained very loyal to the office.
I mean, if you ask me, you know, for a long time, they were the muscle of the office, but lately they've been the glue keeping the office together as they attack early, Joe.
Yeah, coming unglued in this matchup, going right after Zicky Dice and Alonzo Alvarez. What the? German suplexes in stereo, baby! What a way to start off a match!
I mean, for two competitors who've never tagged together, that's a great way to start. Cannonball!
Maybe it was beginner's luck, but great tandem offense there. Look out. Here comes Dice, rolling the dice.
Wow.
Using his size to his advantage on Levi Shapiro. Could be an upset victory. No.
Only a 1 count, but you gotta love Zicky Dice, a man whose personality is about as unique as those collection of tattoos he has.
Alonzo Alvarez back in the matchup. Very proficient technical wrestler on display. Just dropping Buddy Royal and Levi Shapiro. Got the fireman's carry.
This guy's like an ant, just way too powerful for his frame. Look at this, fireman's carry again. Using the size of the Classic Connection against him. The self-proclaimed king of wrestling.
Oh boy.
Oh, but the Classic Connection just too good as a tandem into the cover. Only gets one.
Well, you know, Todd, every time you see the Classic Connection, they always know where each other is. The ring awareness is incredible. They slice the ring in half like they're doing right now.
We talk about the 69-year legacy of the National Wrestling Alliance, and Buddy Royal, Levi Shapiro really are throwbacks. As we look out here, they remind me a lot of the Midnight Express back in the day. Just a dominant physical tag team. Springboard, back suplex, center of the ring.
Buddy Royal now into the cover. Could be enough here. Alvarez gets out of it.
Speaking of the National Wrestling Alliance, will Nick Aldis join the likes of Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, Colt Cabana, AJ Styles, Dusty Rhodes, Giant Baba, the list goes on and on, Lou Thez, Ric Flair? Will he become the new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion in our main event?
He's taking on Tim Storm, one of the toughest wrestlers, toughest men on planet Earth, I'll tell you that much. It's going to be an incredible match.
Cannot wait for that. So historic. The 10 pounds of gold on the line. I was in the house the first time the title ever changed hands in California. Colt Boom Boom Cabana taking on the Scrap Daddy and taking the title. There was a big milk celebration, if you remember. Cabana said he would buy cocktails, buy drinks for everybody. It ended up being milk. It was quite the party.
I had a 16-ounce 2% myself. I loved it.
And now Levi Shapiro applying that pain and pressure to Alonzo Alvarez. They've done a great job isolating him, keeping Zicky Dice out of this matchup.
You know, in the Classic Connection, they've made it very clear they're not going to stop taking teams out until they're holding. Oh, what a suplex. They want to be holding the United Tag Team titles. Hooks the leg.
2 count. And every victory gets you that much closer to it. And also being buddy-buddy with Nico Marquez, also trying to be their meal ticket all the way to becoming the actual tag team champions.
And gentlemen, think of some of the teams that the Classic Connection has defeated. The likes of the Whirlwind Gentlemen, a team that's won regional tag team titles all over the place. As Royal now goes for the cover. as well as the Spirit and the Stars. I mean, these guys have taken on top teams and taken them out.
And look, depending on how you look at it, they were holding the Heritage Tag Team titles. Granted, they didn't win them, but they were still holding them for quite some time. And they defended them.
Successfully each time into another German suplex. Alvarez finally getting the separation, and here comes the big man, Zicky Dice. Heavy hands across the face of both members of Classic Connection.
Take your pick. Oh!
Shouldn't have looked down.
You know, that game always gets me. I'm terrible at it.
I think Zicky Dice just rolled snake eyes there. Pair of shots. And it's a Classic Connection that might crap out here in Hollywood.
Oh, look out.
And the Royal saw it coming. Ooh, back right up against the turnbuckle. But here comes Alvarez, makes the blind tag.
Not sure if that was very wise, but Zicky Dice was in trouble. Oh, no. Speaking of which.
Oh, hung out to dry on the top rope.
Oh, we are in California, indeed. They call that the double-double.
Good night.
Make it animal style. It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Classic Connection.
Let's take a look at the end of this matchup. Before we do that, look at Classic Connection just on the attack, choking the life out of Alvarez. Come on.
They're sending a message, Joe. There's no doubt about it. Classic Connection, they are out to prove the office will be as strong as ever as long as they're still around.
NWA World's Heavyweight